loading snacks.
Awesome. What's good, Loaded Stacks Universe? Your boy Jokes is here. Got the homie Sin, got the homie Marcus, got our special guest alongside us once more, Michael and Ben from the AwesomeMania Podcast. Gentlemen, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm ready to fight. If this doesn't say that.
Oh no, you came in swinging. Okay.
Guns blazing.
Yeah.
Literally guns
Let me
blazing.
just go ahead and sip this Nuka-Cola real quick.
He says, I'm just going to kill myself now. But everyone watching, welcome to another prediction show here with the Finisher Live. This is for AEW Dynasty. I'm actually kind of amped for this card. I know we said this once before. Like, AEW doesn't necessarily need to do stories. They can just put banger matches together and then just happens. It's just what it does.
How are you hyped for this card? There's as many matches on this card as there wasn't 2 nights of WrestleMania. You're going to be watching this thing till you're 55.
We'll say 56. We'll count an extra year in there just in case.
In case they add some matches tomorrow.
Just in case they add some matches, which I'm pretty sure we'll round it and say 56 to be on the safe side. But no, you are not lying. Obviously with these matches, there are some on 0 hour and then everything else is on the main card. We're at 12 matches confirmed as of right now. But by the time Collision and Rampage hits,
I expect minimum 1 to be added, probably 2 at the most, but at least 1 more.
Half these
Shenanigans.
Half these matches shouldn't even be on pay-per-view, mate.
I'm not gonna argue with him because I agree.
You're looking at, even if you're looking at 4 hours for the main card, right?
Mm-hmm.
You add in the hour for the pre-show, which is going to give each of those matches about 5 minutes.
Valid.
You're looking at 5 hours of wrestling,
And a media scrum
and then the media scrum afterwards.
That's going to start 2 hours late.
because they never start on time.
Haven't figured that one out yet, Tony. You gotta get the media scrum thing. It ain't that
Just-
difficult.
Back to point 1.
Just stop having Tony in every interview.
He's got to sit next to his
Can you imagine
people.
if Triple H had to sit next to everyone in the WWE? Just hold them by the hand, be like, yes, very good.
It would be a shame, but let's go ahead and run this down. Like, I think for 0 hour, we'll just quickly get through these. I don't think there's too much to really think about and ponder with these matches. But let's go ahead and get started. First 0 hour match, completely said that backwards. Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal.
Don't care.
I would like to follow this on the why the fuck is this on pay-per-view?
It's on 0
I'm sorry,
hour.
Evan Bourne, Beretta.
Yeah.
No, Marcus, I am on the same side as you. This match has no business. Just done this on Rampage and call it a day. Are we all? I know you guys probably don't care, but are we just all in agreement on Trent on this one? I really feel like.
No.
It's going to be Trent because they need to continue to push what's going on with him in Orange, and a loss does him no good right now.
Look,
So,
I told Jokes and Marcus when we started, I am all feelings, no facts with this card. So just whatever comes out of my mouth, just it is what it is. It was Trent Beretta and who?
Matt
Sydal.
Yeah, I'm picking him.
Who's him? How you just say him?
Him, Matt Sydal. I'm going with him.
Really?
Trent. Yes.
Oh, you don't like Trent? Yeah,
No.
that's right.
No, he betrayed Orange Cassidy. Fuck him. No, I don't like him. I'm not putting my points in your column. No. If I lose, I lose. Whatever. I don't care about this match anyway. Should he be here?
Sid and I are both booking with what we want to happen rather than what we think is going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
That's
So
what
other than saying, all right, Trent Beretta is gonna walk pretty much with this match. We shall see.
Now, if he wins, I'm gonna laugh at all y'all. But nah.
Hey, listen, if Matt
We'll do that
wins off of
regardless,
this,
though.
If he
Matt
wins, they need to find whoever the booker is at AEW and shoot them in the fucking head.
I don't think he is going to win, but whatever.
I'm walking out. I'm turning off 0 hours, and I won't watch it. I'll be done.
Oh, you will if I get that point.
Nope. I will burn the predictions, and I will burn and delete this video. All right. So, and since I'll make you feel a little bit better, Sin, with the second match on 0 Hour.
Sure.
And that's Orange Cassidy and Katsuyori Shibata versus Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty.
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Yeah, I'm going orange. Yeah, I'm going orange. Even though they've been forcing Shane Taylor Promotions down my throat for like the past 2 months or so, I'm starting to, I don't know, come around to them. Just I'm not fully there just yet, so I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out the victory because they've been pushing them. But I'm going orange and Shibata.
Chuck screws Orange and Shibata to give Shane Taylor the win.
Ooh.
Which would suck for 0 Hour, but that's what I see happening because you have Trent doing his thing, and you can see the confliction of Chuck. You can see the confliction on the online stuff that they've done with Chris Statlander because she's still technically part of the group. I think this is kind of moving a bunch of them to the dark side in a way. So I think I could see Chuck Taylor coming in and screwing Orange and Shibata.
I like that one. Ben, where we at?
You better be following Chris Statlander.
I know it's probably just an honest mistake if I'm not.
I want to say that this is going to be. I think this might end in a no contest, but I will say I don't know. Come back to me. I'm gonna make my mind. Another one that should be filed on do this on fucking Rampage. Come back to me.
Marcus.
Come back in, Marcus.
I want to say Orange and Shibata, but I'm gonna have to go with Shane Taylor. Not for any particular reason. It's just, hey, like I want Orange Cassidy to have a break. So, like the sooner we get through all the storylines, like the sooner he can actually heal up. So,
Orange Cassidy needs never.
I respect that. I definitely respect that.
Man, it's hard to actually go against Orange and Shibata. I'm kind of, after what Michael said, I'm kind of like, Shane Taylor Promotions may actually pull the win out of the column, but I'm not going to pick.
The new guy that's with him too.
Anthony Ogogo.
Yeah.
That's my literal only sticking point because I love me some Anthony Ogogo.
Oh, damn it. I'm going with Shane Taylor Promotions. I feel like there's too much extra they going to have to stack in their corner. You're right.
You know what? I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy and Shibata. I'm going to go with my boy Sin. Okay. Mainly because I love Shibata's gimmick, talking through his phone.
I love it too.
The bit on Dynamite this week where there was the thing with him and what was it last week? It was him, Jericho, and Hook. Yeah. And Jericho like blays out what we're gonna do, and then Hook walks off, and he just presses a button that says to Renee, "I really like your necklace," and he wants it's one of the best things. I love it.
Oh god,
it's like a better version of the laptop GM.
Oh my god, I really thought we would have.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that.
Hey, that's.
May I have your
attention, please? Stop! You're not. Stop, Michael Cole. Stop.
Oh god, interesting times. All right, cool. Little split there, so.
Yeah, I figured.
Nah, but yeah, we're gonna have to put you onto that one. But nice little split that we got between the two of them. I'm
I like that. Yeah.
All right. Last match for Roundup 0 Hour. This one, I'm actually happy.
There's more matches on 0 Hour.
Oh, there's a third one. It's the Acclaim versus Bullet Club Gold. Titles for titles. Somebody is walking out of here with all the gold. Marcus, I'm going to start with you. I feel like our answers. I feel like we should be the same answer here, but I'm intrigued to see.
I'm actually kind of confused because I actually like both trios.
I do too.
Like, I don't know what Bader's doing. I think he's having a spasm or something.
How are you conflicted on this? The AEW's trios have only been held by 4 teams in, let me check notes, for 2 years. How is the only team that held them that was worth a fuck was the House of Black?
Still,
Yes, the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass did not need these belts. The Elite did not need those belts. Death Triangle basically aren't a stable anymore. The House of Black are the only team that ever held those titles that made those titles make sense.
Yep.
I know I've got this in my name, but guns up, baby, guns up.
Yep. Does that make you smile a little bit more, Mark? Are you happy on that?
I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not enjoying Biz saying guns up, because I would never say guns up. But I will say I don't bet against the club in this junction, unfortunately. So I'm going to go with Bullet Club Gold, only because I want to see belts to be elevated, and I think that claim to have had their run with them.
Also,
and it's time for them to do other things.
They owe Jay White a win after that daddy ass match, because fuck me.
Man, listen, Marcus, I'm on the same page too. Bullet Club Gold. I can't pick against them. Listen, the only reason why I would pick against them is just seeing where they're going to take Jay White to. Like right now, we're just keeping them in the trios side of things. I feel like
Jay White is in a placeholder situation because that position is supposed to be with Juice Robinson. I feel like Jay White, he's supposed to be in that main event picture, but because there's no Juice for this trio, they like, hey, we need you to fill him until Juice gets well. So
100%. Not mad at that. Yep, 100% on that one. I'm in the same agreement. Michael, where you at?
So it should be noted that in Tony Khan's media call, he did note that these titles are going to be either unified or consolidated, because he said both, and he's always confused, but I don't know. And so this could be, yeah, that too. So this could be one of those deals where you're going to see the titles become unified, most likely. And if you do one, I have to agree with Ben on this. It has to be the Bang Bang Gang, because of the fact that the Ring of Honor Trios titles have more history to them than the AEW ones does. And so, like, that's just me, but I'm going with them. I love how Ben's just like...
Can you imagine, like, they come out at, like, I don't know, next week's Dynamite, and they've got the ROH titles on one shoulder, the Trios Championships.
That entrance is going to be so beautiful.
And then they go, oh, by the way, we're heading over to New Japan to take the Never Openweight 6-man tag titles.
I'm all for it. I am all for it. Sin, you agree with all of us? Or
to the people who are watching this right now, if you haven't gotten the point yet, we got 2 words for you. Guns up. That's what's happening.
Unanimous decision on this one for everybody. Yep. Bullet Club Gold is taking those belts, and oh man,
that's nothing against the Acclaim. I love the Acclaim.
Yeah, but they don't need the belts.
They're awesome.
They should be challenging for the tag titles.
I actually agree there. Yeah.
Listen, I'm happy they got Billy Gunn in, really got him a championship to have for that small. I'm cool with it.
You're a legacy act, bro.
I think we've run its course. Billy can still do what he does and be that comic with the 2 of them together perfectly fine. But let's get the Acclaim back in the tag team mix. Let's get them.
Did you know this feud's been going for 4 months?
It has. It's been going for a little while. Pun intended. All right.
Is that a finisher cup I just saw? A little slurp cup?
It absolutely is not. This is a.
It looked like it. It looked like it.
And listen, if I had a finisher mug, trust, I would have let you know.
Where's yours, Marcus?
I mean, I don't have
my bad, Trini. My bad. No had that discussion. I didn't mean to disrespect you like that.
Did you not just hear me say I'm drinking Nuka-Cola right now? Like,
you could put the Nuka-Cola in.
No, it has to be in a glass bottle, man. Otherwise, it's not Fallout related.
Continue.
All right. So with that is our 0 hour. I hope we don't get another match on 0 hour. Otherwise,
as we call it,
as we're recording this, I do.
But if another one gets added, we'll just put up a post and be like, yeah. It just do, but whatever. So let's go ahead and shift to the main card. I didn't even bother, other than the main like 3 matches at the end of the card. I just kind of threw the rest of these up here. I didn't really pick an order or anything, but maybe the matches the show kicks off. I feel like the EVPs are going to be like, yeah, we're going to show off, whatever. But the Young Bucks versus FTR for the AEW World Tag Team Championship in a ladder match. Michael, let's start with you on this one.
So we're recording this on Friday night. Tomorrow morning, Ben and I are recording AwesomeMania. And Ben, I'm already telling you right now, I'm going over the CM Punk stuff tomorrow because we need to. So listen to our podcast episode on Tuesday when we release it.
The most pointless thing that they could have done.
But no, I'm actually going to go into. But I'm going to go into Punk's, like on AwesomeMania. I'm going to go into Punk's actual interview with Ariel Helwani and the response and stuff like that. But I'm not going to go into that obviously for time reasons. But obviously we know Punk did the interview with Ariel, and he said his piece. He got it out of the way because he's not going to do a lot of press, and this was his. I'm going to do it once. I'm done. That's it for me.
Yeah,
and I'll elaborate more on that on AwesomeMania. There was no reason whatsoever for them to. They can claim, oh, it's a great way to push the story of FTR and them. You had a really wonderful video package that you showed before you did the whole Bucks thing with the security footage. That tells the story a hell of a lot better than showing backstage footage, which now I'm just going to get to the match prediction. Jack Perry comes in, screws FTR, joins the Elite, and the Bucks are going to win the titles to become the first 3-time AEW World Tag Team Champions. It's that simple.
Hey, listen,
and that's the ultimate reason why they showed that footage. Not necessarily because of Punk, because it proved him right, but more so about Jack Perry.
I actually dig that. I was going with the Bucks, regardless off of the whole entire thing, but that extra little tidbit, since we know that he should be showing up relatively soon. So if he shows up before Dynasty, or if he stays in tow until we actually get to the pay-per-view, we shall see. But definitely could play a role in this.
I mean, Matthew was wearing a Scapegoat shirt when they showed the footage. The week before that, or 2 weeks before that, they called him. They did a shout out to him on Dynamite when they're coming out to their match. So
another member to the Elite. Sandy, where are you at?
I'm gonna try to say this without cursing.
No, it's in their name. It's in their name. It's in their name. I know you're not gonna pick them, but I know neither one of these teams are your favorite, regardless.
This is 100% my bathroom match. I don't give 2 F's about this match whatsoever. As far as where it's taking the storyline, I do not care. I don't like the Young Bucks. I don't like FTR. I will rather go walk.
My man said, I will work out. I will get some exercise.
Just something rather than this.
I'm just going to take a walk around my neighborhood. And
y'all just text me when the match is over. Like, that's how I feel. But I'm going to give it to the EVP, just for storyline purposes. Strictly to move the storyline in what I think would be a good direction. I'm just going to do it.
Dig it. Ben?
I'm really sad this is a ladder match. Yeah, it'll be a good match. All that. That's great. But I want the Young Bucks and FTR to have the match they had in, like, the very first match they had. But I want them to be able to have it in front of fans.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't think they need a ladder or a gimmick. They didn't need the Punk stuff. They didn't need the Jack Perry stuff. Like, it is arguably the number one and number two tag team in the world right now, and that alone is everything that we should need to, like, AEW prides itself on what gets it over, or is its match quality, right? And then all we should ever need to know is it's the number one and number two tag team in the world. Give them 25 minutes, press the go button, see who is better at the wrestling, right? Instead, it's turned into this carny circus bullshit because Koki McGee got his knickers in a twist because CM Punk did a fucking interview. And God bless FTR, they tried so hard to rescue that bullshit with the promo afterwards.
They did.
But they didn't need the footage to get to that promo. Matt and Nick Jackson are winning. Yes, they're going to become the first 3 times, and it makes the series between them 2-2, so we can have another rubber match.
Another one, and save it up.
And another one, and another one, and another one, and another. Like, they're Batman and the Joker at this point, right? This is going to go on forever.
You complete me.
It's kind of like a perfect comparable, like, you know, Ben said Batman Joker, but it's kind of like, in a way, the Shawn Michaels Triple H feud from the mid 2000s. How that went from, like, essentially, like, what, 2002 to like 2005 or 2006.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting essentially that, but with the Bucks and FTR.
I like that comparison to it. I agree. Like, all the extraness that they've done, they didn't need to do it.
4.
Hey, listen, for those that are watching, go to Patreon and watch. By the time you should see this, the latest episode of The Finisher should be up, because we literally had a whole discussion.
I'm doing that the whole time, Jose.
And listen, I'm for you. And listen, I pretty much gave Sin the whole show about points. I'm just gonna say it was about what AEW needs to do, and like everything we kind of what Ben was just saying, and there's some things, there's some bullet points that Sin hit, but we won't go into that because that's gonna be a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, go check out the Patreon.
Marcus, wrapping up this match, who you got?
Fuck the Revival.
So is that you're picking them or saying they're not going to win?
Exactly.
No.
I have to ask that question. So is that a genuine? That's a genuine. Exactly.
I knew that was happening.
That cleans it up right there.
I knew about FTR, and I don't know why he hates it as much as I do.
Listen, I don't think Marcus hates the FTR as much as you do, Sin, but I know he does have a little disdain for him, or therefore. But unanimous decision on the Young Bucks becoming the first 3-time tag team champions. Not mad. We'll see how that runs for a little bit.
I mean,
go
like,
ahead.
I might be different here. I won't be mad if FTR win, but I think
I would actually be ecstatic if FTR won, because that's who I would prefer to win. But I just know it's not going to go that way.
I'll round this out. I just don't care which one of them win as long as it's over.
This is just like let them both lose, and in the tag team champion, let's just have a tournament for the tag team champion.
Which way we're swinging the story? That's all I need.
It will have a tournament.
Move on, please.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next match of the night, and that's going to be for the TBS Championship between Julia Hart and Willow Nightingale. Marcus, what's coming to you on this one?
As much as I want Willow to win, she's not winning. So I'm gonna go Julia. I still feel like there's still some gas left in the tank that they can do with her as champ.
Not mad at that. Michael? What? Hold up. He wants to raise his hand, so.
You know what?
Plus, I want Mercedes to interfere.
Wait. I'm gonna push the Ben, and then I'll go.
Why? I think it needs to be worth noted. We don't know if Julie is going to be medically cleared to compete. Because she was hurt on last week's Dynamite, which is why she didn't do anything physical in the tag match this week. We don't know if she's going to be cleared to compete. So they may just do an angle like they did with Jamie Hayter to get the title off of her.
And to piggyback off of that,
sorry, Sin. Yeah, I know. I know it's been a. Hey, listen, Sin has had a bad wrestling week.
I just wanted to bring it up so that it was something we all considered in our.
Okay, well then, Black Girl Magic then.
But to piggyback off of what Ben said, the reality is that Mercedes is going to face the winner of this match at Double or Nothing next month.
Will she though? Or they'll just push her off a debut off again and make her do more shitty promos.
I don't. Well, but the thing is, the story is ultimately with Willow. So I see Willow winning the title one way or the other, whether it's through an actual match or through the angle, like Ben said, like they did with Jamie Hayter. And it's going to be Willow, and then it'll lead to Willow versus Mercedes at Double or Nothing. In which it pains me to say that because I love Julia to death. I love what she's doing with the title and House of Black. But unfortunately, because Mercedes is in the mix now, that's the route it's going to go.
Hey, listen, Michael, I feel like you hit the nail on the head on that one. I'm also in agreement that Willow is going to win this match. Just to get us back to this, I don't know if I want to necessarily say a revenge tour, if I'm to use words from somebody else.
Hey, it's too soon for that, jokes.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry, Sin.
Look, man. All it means is that in 3 months' time, the music gonna hit, a building will explode, and then we get to watch Mommy murder a woman live on television.
That is valid, and not get arrested. But for the story and with Mercedes, it's just this. It's the perfect line to get things set up, and this is how potentially we're gonna see Mercedes get the TBS championship and possibly work from there. So I gotta go Willow on this one. Sin, I'm gonna come to you. I know.
Ben, thank you for the information first and foremost. But I know they know that I do generally really love both of these women when it comes to wrestling. I'm going to put my bet on Julia because I own merch. I love her. I'm putting my vote on her. But I honestly, if I'm being honest with myself, 100% seeing Willow taking this one because of, like Mike said, that storyline with her and Mercedes. Like, it's just, I can see Julia winning and then it being Mercedes and Julia, just because she attacked her, the other week or whatever.
We don't know that.
Yeah, I forgot.
It's alluded. You're right. We don't actually know, but.
I don't think me or Marcus ever sent you why Mercedes and Willow there's a thing. I don't think we ever
in New Japan. I've seen clips. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's around when she first
we actually did like send him stuff like before, like when it actually happened. Yeah. But we'll circle around to that on the road.
Yeah, that was my first introduction to Willow, and then when she was, I recognize her from that or whatever, and I've become a fan of Willow ever since. But yeah, I'm gonna put my money on Julia, even though I just like y'all expect Willow to pull it off. So.
Yeah. And it just Ben, who'd you say? Which one did you pick?
You didn't give me a chance yet.
That's what I thought.
Well,
yeah.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm tripping. I said that to myself. I was like, I know Ben said something, but I was like,
I just brought up the fact that Julie might be injured.
Yeah.
There are 3 trains of thought going into this match.
Okay.
1. Mercedes and Willow don't need a title. because Mercedes Moné, if she is worth the money that she was paid, she isn't, shouldn't need the title to carry her debut match. 2, where does Chris Statlander land in all of this? Because with the whole Stokely Hathaway connection, Willow Nightingale, was it Chris that attacked Mercedes? Like, is it possible that may come up? Okay. Does Mercedes get involved and attack Willow to cost her the title the way that Mercedes was cost the title in New Japan? And then there's the third angle, which is as a member of the crowd that is responsible for Willow Nightingale being signed to AEW, because we got her over in DC in the pre-show, I want to back my girl Willow, right? Like, but there's also the fact that Willow Nightingale is like AEW's version of NXT Bayley, right? She's always better on the hump. And you know that Tony is not going to resist the opportunity to maybe recreate the Sasha Bayley kind of feud from NXT, right? So I think you're assuming Julia isn't injured. I'm going to say that we're going to get a dusty finish and Julia's walking away with the title.
Not mad at it. Like
because then Sasha can take. Oh, sorry, Mercedes can take the belt off of her. And
remind me, Marcus, to get my shirt this weekend during Dynasty.
Got you.
Right.
Yeah, I won't be mad. I think either way, which one this one could go, just because of possibilities. But I think Ben, you said it good. I think you said it the best. You know, Willow and Mercedes, when we get to that point, don't need the championship to do.
Yeah.
I feel like they're only going to do that just because of how Mercedes lost the championship to Willow. I feel like they're just going to recreate the scenario.
This may not be the place for this conversation, but it feels a lot to me like they are slotting Mercedes into any booking they had in mind for Jade when she left. Which is why she's going after the TBS title and not the world title.
And one thing to note, I saw something about the injured list for AEW. What happens when Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter come off the injured list? Where are you going to put down?
We also talked about that.
You got to bring us in on these finishers, man. We got lots to talk about. You need to stop calling us guest stars at some point.
Hey, listen, we're going to slide into the
starting. What was that?
Starting 5.
The forbidden door open.
No, that was number 3, Marcus. That was number 3 on my point. That was number 3.
Awesome Snacks becomes a legitimate thing.
Ooh, Awesome
it is.
Snacks.
Hey, I think we're going to have to hit Jose Sin. I think we're going to need to figure out the logo. Another logo to put in there for it. Yeah.
Hey,
you guys
we can
use
some
next year. We might need more panelists.
Hey, we're going to be there.
We're going to be there regardless.
No two ways about it.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
I'm good with that. So we got our picks on that one. So let's go ahead and move on. Like, I don't.
You hurt me with that one, man. All right, keep going. This match,
like,
I said Julie was gonna win, my dude.
No, I'm talking just the news. Just the news. That's all.
I know. That's all. This next match, I kind of get what they're doing, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't care. But it's gonna be for the FTW Championship between
point number 4
and Chris Jericho.
Did you see that Jericho has filed to trademark the term the Jericho Vortex? He doesn't get it's a bad thing.
He will coin anything that will have something to do, but like, hey, look, I'm all for, Jericho working with Hook and doing, but it's the way this whole entire thing, Sin, and I know you the way this whole entire thing had like started and worked its way to this point, I'm just like, just
Point number 5.
just why?
There was no point number 5.
And that's my point.
No,
Point
these
number
are mine.
5.
These are mine. These are mine. You didn't say nothing during it. No.
Hey, listen. I'm going to say normally what Vince say. I honestly don't give a shit which one of the two of them actually wins this match.
Y'all remember when Hook was the hottest thing in AEW?
Yes.
Do you remember when people would hijack the entire show chanting "Send Hook"?
Yes.
Yep.
Do you remember when Hook made his live television debut in a match in DC, and they weren't selling Hook shirts at the merch stand?
And they're saving it for a show 2 weeks later, which made no fucking sense.
Do y'all remember when Hook was the hottest shit? Even earlier this year, when he was in a hot program with Samoa Joe. And now he's working with Chris fucking Jericho.
So,
I'm going to be honest, this is the piss break match. This
I
one
hate
right
to say
here.
that. And it's like, I'm kind of like, maybe Hook losing the FTW championship would be a good thing. And then Jericho, honestly, I feel like will just take it and to make himself more of a heel, he's just gonna like, I don't know, throw it in the trash. I haven't figured out which version of the angle they're gonna do it with. I'm gonna pick Jericho just because, as much as I understand the meaning behind the FTW championship, it's kind of pointless. But I think Hook doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. Him and Samoa Joe. Listen, him and Samoa Joe. Like at that point, once like that's your high point. Now we're back to Chris Jericho, and I like Chris Jericho, but I'm picking Jericho to take the belt from him. Sin.
Okay. I want to care about this match, but I can't. Because for me, this was built up off of storyline. And y'all have ran through this storyline at 100 miles an hour and not giving me time to care about one person or the other. Am I missing something here? Like, they became a mentor-mentee, I feel like, last freaking week. And this week, it's all being dissolved. And now they're beefing in a very... That segment wasn't the best to me. With Jericho and Taz.
There's only one good thing about all of this. Taz is involved.
I'm not mad. Hey,
yeah,
listen.
but is he? It's the end. Like it's the end of the. They got to the end already. Like it was all there. All the pieces were there. Just no need to rush through this. Take your usual pace or stretch a little longer and just tell the story so we can care about what's going on. I don't care, so I'm going to flip a coin. Head for Jericho, tails for Hook.
Hey, bro, I thought you actually flipped one for a second. I was like, oh, that
Jericho.
was the fakest point.
Yeah, it was on my phone, so head for Jericho. I'm going with Jericho. I don't. They haven't given me enough to. I want to like Hook and care about it, but they've not. They should have slow paced this more instead of just running through it fast.
So it's funny because like the Bang Bang Gang acclaimed Daddy Ass thing is literally like it's been going on for like what 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And this feud has been going on for like
20
not
minutes.
even a feud. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not even a feud. Like the storyline's been going on for like 3 weeks, but the feud has been going on for like, as Ben said, like 20 minutes.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just.
Who books this shit? Oh wait, we do. We know.
Point number 1.
God, I hope by the time you guys watch prediction, if you had, I would advise you pause this and go watch the latest episode of The Finisher so you can understand why Sin is the way that he is. Michael, let's come to you.
This is the piss break match, as I said before. I think because, and I'm just basing this off of this past week's Dynamite, where you had Taz involved, Jericho attacked Taz and stuff like that. I think Jericho's gonna win because I think he's gonna like this is me like looking ahead. I think he's going to take that and use it as a way to kind of rub it in Taz's face because of the long history that the two do have.
Most certainly.
Especially the fact that Jericho is running as Lionheart Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just how I see it. But other than that, I really don't give a shit about this match.
If you had to make a flipping of the coin selection here, who would you pick?
I told you it's Jericho.
Cool.
Are we all going Jericho on this one?
Do we just need to nip it and just say, or are we all just picking Jericho? But I want to hear Ben. I feel like Ben has something ready to say, like, and I want to hear it about this match.
So, ever since I heard about him trademarking the name, the Jericho Vortex, my brain went, he's going to turn this into another fucking faction, isn't he?
Yes, that's what.
I guess that answers my question. I was going to ask, does anybody know what the Jericho Vortex is? I'm on the outside.
So the Jericho Vortex is a fan term.
Okay.
To describe the fact that hot talent often gets sucked into a program with Chris Jericho, which cools them off.
Okay.
It was first sort of coined around the time that Proud and Powerful split up, because people were talking about how Proud and Powerful never got to challenge for the AEW Tag Team Champions for a significant run, and never got crowned Tag Team Champions because they were caught in the quote-unquote Jericho Vortex. Because everything in the Inner Circle was about pushing Chris Jericho rather than building the younger stars. And then the same thing came out of the JAS, right?
Go. Just throw your name on it this time.
So I did some cruising to think, who could possibly be in the Jericho Vortex? I did gone to the roster page on AEW.com or AllEliteWrestling.com. Do you guys remember when Parker Boudreaux was released? He's still on the roster page. Do you guys remember when yeah, I could continue, but I'm not going to, because I'm not going to do that to myself. But yeah, I think Jericho is going to win via shenanigans and probably the formation of this so-called Jericho Vortex. I'll be very surprised if, like, maybe Action Andretti isn't involved, because Jericho apparently took a liking to him. I'm thinking maybe
Action Andretti wouldn't make sense because he's with Top Flight, though.
I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised if Top Flight got involved as well. Also, Top Flight, one of whom is always injured.
That's
like literally always.
So unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like Kip Sabian. I don't know. But the point is, I think there's going to be some shenanigans that evolve. And
do they bring Sammy back off the bench, throw him into the Jericho Vortex?
The only place you need to throw Sammy is into the sun.
What point was that, Sin?
Wait, who's getting thrown into the sun and why?
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara. Point three.
Sammy Guevara is getting thrown.
Hey, Jokes, you need to put up a little annotation. What was this point with the little dot? Point three.
Point three. Yeah.
Sammy Guevara is getting yeeted into the sun for existing. Seriously, dude, stop poking your tongue out during every move. You look like a fucking idiot. Stop going like this. You ain't that crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't need it, but I have a feeling this is how we bring Sammy off the bench again. Oh God, Jericho Vortex. Please, I just hope. Listen, I hope that it's a trademark, but I hope the God that if he makes another stable, it is not called the Jericho Vortex.
You know it's gonna be. You know.
Don't call it the Jericho Vortex. JV. So it's the junior varsity team. Is what we're.
Put Griff Garrison in it.
Oh God.
Who the fuck is Griff Garrison?
I'm gonna let it go.
So who's the pick then?
I said Jericho.
Oh, we got Jericho.
Okay.
Marcus, are you agreeing with all of us, or?
Yeah, I was already going to say Chris Jericho just so he can retire the FTW championship and we can actually.
Oh, I wish you just stopped at retire.
Hey, listen.
Point number 3.
Jericho's going to do one of two things. He's either going to retire the belt, or somehow he's going to turn this into like
Actually, maybe point number 2.
The Jericho.
He turned into the JTW belt. The Jericho
belt.
is the world. I don't know.
Something, I don't know. I feel like he would do something like that and just walk around with his face on a new custom.
No. He'll call it the Jericho Vortex title. The JVT. He'll just rename it that.
Yeah, 2, Marcus. Yeah, that was 2.
Hey, I was right.
That's point number 2.
I was right.
Just really put them in a book and just do it back. All right.
I will.
We're all in agreement, Chris Jericho on this go around, but we're probably none of us going to actually watch them. I'll probably watch a little for a minute, so I need to go.
I'm not sure I'm going to watch this pay-per-view, dude.
I'm going to watch it.
I'm going to watch
Wait,
matches.
Are we watching the pay-per-view?
Yeah,
yeah, most certainly.
We might be in a meeting while we're watching it, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, I always gotta ask, but
that one's on you, Marcus. Just if you know what I mean. That one's on you.
There's like 3 matches on this card I don't give a shit about. Like,
I understand. And you know what? It's probably going to be the very last 3 matches of the night.
But as professionals, we have to watch it all.
yeah,
Got to do it.
We can talk about it. Yeah.
But let's go ahead and go on to another match.
Yeah,
another championship. Because like literally almost every single belt's being defended. And that's going to be for the AEW International Championship between the champion Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. Now,
I'll go first. Make it easy for me. I know nothing about Kyle O'Reilly, so just off of default, I'm just gonna go with Roderick, even though I don't like him.
Understood.
Right, but I'm just gonna go with Roderick because I know nothing about this other dude. I know he's just coming back, so I got to get familiar with him and everything. So
listen,
I'll
I am happy. I got you. I am happy to see Kyle O'Reilly back in the ring. Like Kyle O'Reilly versus Roderick Strong. I feel like it's a good way to get him back into the mix. Sen, obviously, I know you're familiar with the Undisputed Era that we talked about from like NXT with like Adam Cole. Like there's a lot of history that the two of them have, even predating the NXT run. Okay. So this is one of those that's kind of, I don't want to say necessarily a full circle, but definitely from a history standpoint, the two of them taking on each other for a championship. Like, I'm happy to see it. I don't necessarily think Kyle O'Reilly is at this point just yet. I'm agreeing Roderick Strong is going to still retain the championship. I'd be surprised, but maybe AEW will pull the trigger and put it on Kyle O'Reilly. But right now, I feel like Roderick Strong is going to retain. I feel like this match actually should be okay. I think this match is going to be a decent match, but another one of those.
Just so I can learn more about, just learn more about them. So.
Not mad. Marcus, where are you at?
I want Kyle O'Reilly to win, but I gotta give it to Neck Strong Awareness Month. So, like heels are where it's at right now, and I need to hear more Adam with the championship go around. So,
hey, I was about to ask how many times is Roddy gonna call out Kyle's name? How many times is that gonna happen during the course of the match?
Bruh, take a shot every time he says it, and then get back to me.
No.
Yes.
Kyle!
Yes.
No.
I'm down if you are.
Please don't kill jokes.
No, you finna kill us.
Marcus, I'm down if you are.
Oh, okay, fine. Y'all finna die. That's perfectly fine. If y'all die, I have your replacements already in tow right here. So I'm good. Whichever way you do this.
Jokes, you're not wheeling your way out of this.
What do you mean? I'm not.
It's one for all or all for one.
Okay, fine.
I called you out.
I'll say, yeah, go ahead. I'll take some sips of Sprite for every single one, and I'll be good to go. Ben, where are you at?
Do me a favor. Come back to me last. I want to see.
Come back.
I want to see something.
Let's go, Michael.
Oh man.
He's like, why'd you do that?
Oh no. So for those who don't know, Ben and I do this to each other probably a little bit too much, but more so Ben to me. Love you, Ben. With a little bit of heartbreak. Anyways, see, I like how they built up to this match, and I would love to see Kyle win. But with the fact that you're going to have Matt Taven and Mike Bennett out at ringside in Roderick's corner, I don't see how Kyle truly gets the victory, especially cleanly. So I see Roderick going over Kyle, but I have to say I love the fact that Kyle's back, especially the fact that he's missed 2 years essentially due to a neck injury. So. But I think this is a good way, and I think this is just the first of what will probably be a series of matches between Kyle and Roderick for the title. Because I do feel that there's going to be a bigger payoff, maybe not a Double or Nothing, but maybe at the next pay-per-view after that for Kyle.
Got it. Double on back, Ben.
You've had 4 people predict this match, and not one of you have said the word Undisputed Kingdom. Michael mentions Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Didn't say the words Undisputed Kingdom. Where the fuck is Wardlow?
Well, apparently he ran from Philadelphia to Canada for Adam Cole during WrestleMania weekend.
The point being, this whole thing started with Kyle. Now, I love both these wrestlers. I know these wrestlers 100%. Inside and out. This all started with Kyle turning down an Undisputed Kingdom show. I don't think they are going to put the belt on Kyle yet, because I think, much like everything with the Undisputed Kingdom, it's being postponed until Adam Cole eventually comes back.
Him and MJF,
That being said, do you guys remember when Samoa Joe came out and he said, as of this moment, wins and losses matter, and you've got to earn title shots in this company? Kyle O'Reilly's won 2 Smeggin matches. Don't get wrong. Glad to see him back. Stick to your shit. Pick one and do it. None of this title eliminator bollocks like you had on Battle of the Belts. None of this, this person pinned the champion so he gets a title shot nonsense. And Roderick Strong's gonna, I don't know. Yeah, Roderick Strong. Fuck it.
And actually, Ben, I want to bring up a point that you just brought up, about the title eliminator matches. Obviously, the Dynamite after Mania was Dustin Rhodes versus Samoa Joe in a title eliminator match. Where's Joe going? Hold on. No.
Right, but it was a Rhodes against the Samoan Joseph.
No, it was the Wish version. I hate to say it as much as
we have the WrestleMania main event at home.
Jeez, number freaking 1.
Hey, quick pause for a second. I'm so mad that happened. And listen, when Dustin was cutting the promo, I was like, why is this dude on screen right now acting like he needs to finish a story that hasn't even been started or written in any shape or form? I'm sorry, I had to vent for a second. When that happened, I was like, why are we doing this? We don't need to do this. You could have just let Dustin go over to WWE and guest
That's what kicked me over. That's what kicked me over this cliff with AEW when I saw that. Like, okay, I'm done. I have to get this.
I'm sorry. I derailed things for a second. Continue. I had to derail for a second.
But I mean, you still could have had Rhodes versus Joe. It just didn't have to be an eliminator match because Joe could have come out and go, "You haven't done shit, Dustin. You're not getting an eliminator title shot thing. It's just going to be a match." Like, I'm surprised Joe just doesn't shoot down the idea of the title eliminators.
Mm-hmm.
Because it defeats the whole purpose of the ranking system.
Gotta figure out some math. The math ain't mathing. It's like Scott Steiner math going on. Like, let's figure this out. But we're all on the side of Roddy. Like, Kyle, yes, awesome to have him back.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome to have him back, but it's just it's not time yet.
Yeah, I think they've got to knock Kyle down again before they can build him up.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole teasing of him joining the Kingdom and all that kind of stuff.
Not mad at that. Cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the next match, y'all. There we go. It's going to be a trios match between Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe versus the House of Black. Sin, I'm going to come to you on this one first.
Yeah, because you already know what my pick is. House of Black all day. Come on now. Come on now. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be a tough fight for him, but House of Black needs it. And they are, just like Ben said earlier, like they're like a real trios like thing. Like just three dudes put together. No. So if you're going to name us a trios thing, that means it's in the trios division. I'm pulling for House of Black all day.
I'm not mad at that. Michael.
Oh man. See, I love House of Black. I love me some House of Black. I love seeing him on the card. But unfortunately, I see it being Copeland, Kingston, and Briscoe winning. Because unless Briscoe and Kingston have a complete meltdown because Briscoe just recently took the Ring of Honor title off of him, unless they have that meltdown, I don't see them losing. So, but I love House of Black to get the win, but I see it being the other three.
I'm putting my eggs in the House of Black basket. I need them to win. I need them to win. Like just simply like I don't like I feel like points House of Black, like seeing them on screen is awesome, but I feel like we waste the potential of the House of Black sometimes. Though I would love to have them back as the trio champions, and I would like to see them float between Dynamite. I know because when the CM Punk thing was the thing, everybody had their isolations in their own shows for whatever. But I do remember Malachi saying at one point, Collision was gonna be House of Black show. Like I get it, but I want to see them float a little bit more. I want them to do more.
But I agree with Malachi on that sense because AEW's roster is massive.
That is,
and if you said it where like House of Black is exclusive to Collision, everyone knows, hey, I want to watch House of Black. I know I'm going to be able to watch him every Saturday night. So I agree with Malachi on that point. It's like, let's not oversaturate ourselves by having to bounce around and maybe people missing out on seeing us and then being on the one. But you're always going to see us on this one show. We're not going to get oversaturated, or you're not going to have to miss us do something on one of the other nights because, we're on a set night. So I agree with that one in that sense and his reasoning for it.
Dig it. Ben?
Hey Ben, I have a quick question. About how many more times do you think you're going to hold that up?
In all fairness, I should have held up for most of the matches that we've had so far. I can't tell you how fucking excited I was when Copeland and Malachi Black were facing off in the ring one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that match is gonna fuck so hard. And then it turned into...
You weren't ready for that shit?
Tony, like, relax.
That match is gonna fuck so hard. And then it just turned into this bullshit trios match with a legitimate trios team going against these three randomly thrown together people that make no fucking sense. There's this trope in wrestling I hate. It might be my most hated trope in wrestling, which is a randomly assembled team beats an established tag team. I fucking hate it. I think Mike hit the nail on the head. I think Eddie and Mark might have a bit of an implosion. Mm-hmm. And I think Malachi is going to black mass Adam Copeland's head off and pin him. House Black all along.
I could see. So I'm still sticking with Copeland, Kingston, and Briscoe as my pick for winning, even though I don't want them to win. But I could see this match leading to what Ben brought up about the idea of Malachi versus Copeland.
Yeah.
Because like this could be the launching point to that singles match.
I want to see a long-term story told between Edge
to see that. I'm not gonna lie.
And Malachi. Like a really psychological thing where like he missed Beth and there's like some mistrust going on with Beth and Adam, and like that would be so good.
But not only that, but can you also imagine the singles matches that Copeland will have with Buddy Murphy and Brody King leading up to the match with Malachi? Yeah. Those matches are going to be barn burners too.
Absolutely,
they really
yes.
Much potential.
I like that.
Marcus?
I mean, in case you haven't seen, like, the house always wins.
Hey, bro, you do more outfit changes.
Bro, this is the same shirt I've been wearing the entire time.
I'm about to say, because we did that. Like, I don't know what turn that I made.
That's like your third outfit change. I'm sorry, bro. I'm calling you out.
Hey, listen, either he got
that third nipple on the internet.
It's like he got the shirts cut in the back so he can just sit there and just randomly like.
Your head like the finisher's fly girl.
It's like, whew. All right. So everyone except for Michael on the House of Black.
And please note, I love me House of Black.
Oh, listen. I rocks with Malachi.
Yeah.
I rocks with Buddy. Sin doesn't rock with Buddy.
No, I do.
He doesn't rock for Buddy for certain reasons, but
right,
exactly.
Yeah, but
he rocks with Buddy. He just doesn't rock with Buddy.
He's jealous of Buddy. Is what's true.
Hey, why are we talking about this and not the next match? So let's get on to that, shall we?
Hey, we just had to point that out.
Hey, no, you didn't. So let's keep the ball.
That's my job. But let's go on to another championship match, of course. And that's going to be for the AEW Continental Championship between Kazuchika Okada and the Bastard Pac.
And just move on. Move on.
Wait. So okay. Let me try this. One, and I got two. Are we all over on this side going the same way as well too?
Let's just go here.
It sounds like I'm gonna be. Am I gonna be alone in saying Okada? Am I about to be alone in this?
Marcus, you want to go first?
No, you can go ahead, Ben.
I'm picking Okada.
Thank you.
There's no way they're resisting the opportunity to have the.
I was about I too was gonna
Who's picking Pac? Whoever.
Michael.
You, Michael?
So here's the thing.
Michael's smoking that stuff tonight, man.
The reason why I held up the fuck this match card is this is the dumbest match on this card. Of all the dumb fucking matches, this is the dumbest fucking match on this card. Because neither of these people should be losing right now.
Exactly. I agree with you, Ben. 100%. Pac is a star, and he's coming back from an injury. He needs a build up, not just thrown immediately against Okada to get just yeeted out of existence.
And there is no shot they're missing the opportunity to have the Bucks walk out the tag champions and Okada walk out.
Have Okada come out and do the whole setup. Hey, the only other thing I can think of is just somehow this is the one that maybe just doesn't finish. Or obviously somebody gets
there might be a screwy finish here.
I feel like this one is going to have a screwy finish. Because there's no reason either one of the two of them should lose right now. And we can build up, especially, I don't even know if we can't even say Death Triangle anymore. Like, I feel like Death Triangle is dead.
Well, you can't do Death Triangle because Ray Phoenix keeps getting hurt.
If I sit through 3.5 to 4 hours of wrestling, this match ends in a fucking disqualification, I am going to drive to Mike's house and punch him in the testicles.
You heard it here first.
Well, it's a good thing I'm bringing my ice hockey bag into the house, and now I know to wear my cup.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you can go get a bag of ice just to be ready on deck.
Can you imagine being in the crowd for Okada's first pay-per-view match as an AEW superstar? Yes, he's been on Forbidden Door. This is his first as an AEW superstar, and getting a screwy finish. That being said, it will be very interesting to see how Okada does on a pay-per-view, not in like a 30-minute, 40-minute main event.
I think it'll be good for all of their new hires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And please note, I did say Pac right away, but I do agree with all the points everyone's saying. It's like neither guy should lose.
Yeah.
And Okada is going to win. You could put my pick down as Okada for obvious
reasons. So you
no, I never made it an actual official thing. I was just cheering on.
You said that Pac with authority. You said that Pac with authority.
And look, I'm just learning about Pac, and I recognize that he's a big deal to the people. Like, no, he should not lose. He's just coming back. Like,
listen, guys. My dad's in bed. He's in like the room across the hall from me. That's my one opportunity. That's my one opportunity.
That's his shit. That's his one out. He's used his one out.
All right. So we'll go ahead.
But the reality is that Okada is winning because, like what Ben said, you can't have the Bucks walk out with the tag titles with Okada losing.
It's Okada.
At the same time.
You then, if the night plays out as we expect, you can then position Jack Perry to go after Swerve. Wait, was that a spoiler for my prediction later?
No.
It could possibly be. We're almost there. We'll find out in a little bit. That one's not next though, but let's go ahead. Oh yeah, we're only against Okada. There's no way.
The Rainmaker.
Other than it being a screwy finish, Okada is not losing this match.
I mean, it disappoints me.
I was not expecting
so much too.
Do the coin flip and actually have the coin drop, but
when
you said it.
Hey, listen. Whoever was supposed to push the button for the audio, like it wasn't that hard to wait to see that coin hit, and you could have pushed the play button. Somebody struggled because the coin was on the ground for like 3 seconds before the music actually hit. Like, failed. But let's go ahead on to the next match. Sin, this one's for you, but unfortunately you're not going to be going first on this one, Sin. And that is going to be for the AEW Women's World Championship between Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa. So for this one, I've had a special request. I am going to allow Ben to start this one off for us.
So you may remember that I'm a bit of a fan of booking stupid stuff. As in our WrestleMania predictions, I predicted that Gunther should show up in Jacksonville and chop Tony Khan's chest in. This isn't so much a stupid booking as I think it would be absolutely awesome. I think with Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa in the ring. Tony Khan should come out, say we are adding someone to this match, and Nyla Rose comes out with a t-shirt on it that just says "Fuck Oklahoma," and everyone in the front row holds up trans race flags with the Oklahoma State seal on them, and Nyla Rose proceeds to win the title and renames it the "Fuck Oklahoma" title.
Hey, listen. I'm not mad at any of that you just said. After what has happened, hey, listen.
For people who don't know, recently this week, the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission have basically said that AEW cannot have Nyla Rose wrestle on their television program, as under their rules, women aren't allowed to wrestle men because they consider Nyla Rose to be a woman because they're anti-trans fucks.
Yeah,
So
that was
fuck Oklahoma.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that at all.
There's a few other states you can add to that list because
You said it looks confused. Hold on before.
No.
Like you have that confusion.
I'm taking the information in. That's all.
Got
I'm
it.
taking the information in.
The Oklahoma State Athletic Commission are a bunch of transphobic assholes. Fuck them. Fuck everything they stand for. And surprise, surprise, it was a bunch of white dudes. Fuck you.
You know what? Hold on one sec. On the count of three, all five of us should just give the middle finger to Oklahoma. So on 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay.
AwesomeMania says trans rights.
All right, we got 3 out of the 5. Okay.
No. It was fine.
Oh no,
It was fine.
it was all fine. It was all fine.
Oh, okay.
Because that was disgusting.
Also, I might as well make an actual pick. Tony Storm.
Dig it. Now, Sin, I will come to you.
Why? Like you already know it.
Hey, listen. I still give everybody the same equal opportunity to come on here and pick their picks. Because Sin may throw out something different, even though I know
He's not going to. This is Sin.
But let's let him give an educational reason on why he's going to pick who he picks.
Here we go. Yeah,
See,
reasons.
Sin,
Okay,
listen.
reasons. Okay.
Hey, Sin, I'm trying to be the bigger man here, but Marcus is just trying to take away your thunder altogether.
Marcus being a hater.
Y'all got him picked so well. Look. All right. Yes, I'm not going against Tony. So my official pick is for Tony Storm to retain. But I can see Thunder getting it. I'm not gonna lie. Like we discussed recently, Marcus and Jokes. I think she's reached a plateau where she cannot have the title, but still be in high-profile, big-tier matches. I think she's kind of crossed that threshold with that character, where it can work and she still be in the circuit, but not need the title to actually be like a big deal on the card. I think they can take it off of her and give it to somebody else, and she can still be at her status that she is and keep growing at this point. So I'm picking Tony, but I actually wouldn't be mad if Thunder got it, to be completely honest. I like Thunder Rosa. So. Is that what you were thinking, Marcus?
I mean, it's not what I was thinking. It's what I knew you were going to say.
I mean, we all knew what he was going to say, but gosh, I want to see what pathway he's going to take to get to his answer.
But
now...
He's had a Tony
Hey,
t-shirt.
Hey, look, he's smiling, he's laughing. I mean, I'm trying. Like, I'm doing my thing. Like, let me work, okay? Like, there's a method to my madness, okay?
Sure, you know why I'm here.
Well, with your method to your madness, who is it that you're going to select for this match, Marcus?
See, I'm a big.
See, it just makes it seem like
I know.
Like it's not like I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm a huge Thunder Rosa fan, but it's not her time yet. So I'm picking Tony Storm just to the point. That's just my view on it.
Right.
There's two ways of looking at this match, and it's one of them is Thunder Rosa never lost the title, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they may want to go through that arc. But you need to have that title on Tony Storm when Jamie Hayter comes back. You need to. because she's the one that took it off Jamie, and Jamie gonna kill somebody. I'll be very surprised if they aren't setting up Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter for All In. Because Jamie had to miss it last year, which sucked ass.
I think I just got into AEW. Just y'all gotta be there because that's when Tony picked up the belt when I was getting into it.
I say that Jamie Hayter is from Southampton, which is the rival city to the city I'm from in England.
Okay.
Right. And I'm saying that she it's a shame that she missed All In last year. It absolutely must have sucked for her. I hope they're setting up her and Tony for All
I'm
In.
mad at that.
Yeah, I'm down to see that happen.
Michael, let you wrap this one up.
So, I think Deonna Purrazzo is going to screw Thunder Rosa, and it's going to then turn into a triple threat at Double or Nothing.
Okay.
Because unlike Ben, Tony's not going to have the title for the Jamie Hayter return. They're going to have it at All In because it's going to be the hot feud going into it because the story's there. But it's also a way that you can take the title off of Tony at, like, say, Double or Nothing without having her take the pin at the same time too. So I think Thunder Rosa gets screwed by Deonna and Tony gets the pick.
Who are you adding to the match at Double or Nothing?
Deonna.
What's the surname?
Purrazzo. I can't. This is a regular thing, guys.
He's like, go, you may want to go double champion. All right, so we're all in agreement.
A little later.
Not mad at that. All right, we're all in agreement on that one.
All right, Tony.
All right, we're getting close to the end, so we only got 2 matches left.
All right.
And the crazy part is, I'm pretty sure we're going to close the show out with the AEW Championship. I'm pretty sure. But either way, I feel like either one of these two, this show could be vice versa either way, and I would probably take it either way. But the next match, not a championship match, but it most certainly is a championship match for all of us watching it.
I get it. Yeah, you're right, Josh. Okay, I'm with you.
Is between Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson.
I think this might actually open the card.
Hey, listen, I would not be mad if this opened the card. Like, that is going to set a bar. Like, granted, you know what? They'll open the match and then it'll be Jericho versus Hook.
Yeah.
That will probably be the main to do it. But
because we're going to need a refractory period.
This man said a refractory.
Oh, man. But this match, honestly, is going to be an absolute hell of a match to watch. Obviously, we know Bryan is getting close to the end of his run, and I'm happy to see this guy be able to compete with, people that have been his hero, people he's looked up to, people just, honestly, just people general to put on bangers of a match. Any match Will Ospreay decides that he's going to be in or be a part of is going to be absolutely amazing. Bryan Danielson's kind of in that same boat where when he's involved with certain matches, typically has a good time in there for it. But unfortunately for Bryan, Ospreay is 100% taking this victory. It's going to be a great match. No two ways about it, but Ospreay is going to take this victory. I can't wait for this match, honestly. If this opens the show, I probably will I will be happy and just go to sleep.
This opens the show. I'm closing the stream afterwards.
Oh man, Sam, where are you at on this one?
This is honestly one of my most anticipated matches on this card, and I mean, like, it's like very highly one of my most anticipated. One thing I've kind of started to like watching wrestling, getting back into it. The more I get back into it, seeing two really different styles compete. So I'm really interested to see the quote unquote best in the world today go at it with their styles. You know what I mean? Where Daniel, you got to keep it kind of grounded with holds and submissions and all that kind of stuff. And you know, once Ospreay gets going with counters and all that stuff, like he'll be all over the place. So I'm looking forward to see how they ground each other and try to bring each other into their world. I'm picking Ospreay, one, because dude has won me over like completely. I'm an Ospreay fan completely. But also with going forward, I know the whole thing is the best in the world, and if Daniel's on his way out and you paid all this money for Ospreay to help lead the company for the next couple of years going forward, him to be able to beat him and say he's the best in the world now, that's what he said in his promo, like, I can't consider myself the best in the world until I beat you. I think they'll have Ospreay winning with just because of that extra sauce on top of it, but it's Ospreay, yeah, so that's on point.
Got it. Marcus?
Hey, I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm also going Ospreay. Like, I love Bryan Danielson, but on your farewell tour, this is just going to be another L in your column, unfortunately.
And listen, maybe an L, but it is a win for everybody else.
All of us, yeah.
Then we're going to get out of this. Michael, where are you at?
I think the winner will be the fans.
I like that one. I like that.
Like a random fan will just come in and pin both of them, and the entire crowd will win the match.
So you mean a Joe? A Joe's going to come in and just stack them in 1, 2, 3?
They'll bring out Brock Lesnar guy, and he'll just pin both of them for in the name of the fans. The one question I have to ask is how much outside interference are we going to get from the Don Callis family and the BCC, because Moxley's back now and he's pretty much called out Will Hobbs.
Yep.
And you know that, and you know that the whole storyline going into this has been the pretty much the execution of Bryan Danielson by the Don Callis family. You know, they're trying to literally kill him. So it'll be interesting to see how the outside interference plays into this match. But in the words of Adam Copeland, my pick is Will Ospreay. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll know of why I said Will Ospreay.
Oh my God! I hope the interference in this match is limited. Because this is going to be, but for story purposes, we know they're going to get involved.
Well, you know, Don Callis is going to be on commentary. He's on commentary for everything that Ospreay.
He can stay on comments. I have no issues with that. It's just everyone getting involved in this. This is going to be a excellent match, and it's going to get ruined by shenanigans.
Nefarious intent.
Where are you at on this, Ben? 36
stars. I'm picking Bryan Danielson.
Oh,
I like it.
I have my reasonings. I have gone on record within the last few months of saying I think Ospreay is the best wrestler in the world. However, two things lead me to believe that Bryan Danielson is winning here. Mm-hmm. One, I think we have come to terms at this point with the fact that in his farewell tour, Danielson is not winning a singles title unless it's his very last thing he does. He goes out and vacates. So the only thing he has to cling to build matches is that he is the best wrestler in the world. Mm-hmm. Right? Second of all, Will Ospreay, a member of the Don Callis family, has found himself in the unique position of being the most over face in the company. which means they need to get him the fuck away from the Don Callis family.
Oh yeah, real quick.
Which makes me think the Don Callis family are going to get involved, but it's going to cost Will the match, which is going to lead to him leaving the Don Callis family and them building towards Will versus insert champion here for All In. Because if Will Ospreay's not wrestling and winning the title All In, Tony Khan has a fucking problem.
I can only imagine that place losing their absolute shit.
Oh my gosh. What?
With Ospreay. And listen, if he lost, that place losing their shit. But that is
look, and this is as an Englishman, we have a thing called football hooliganism, which gets real bad. You know the sign that said if John Cena wins, we riot?
We riot?
Yeah.
We would actually riot.
I believe it 100%.
So Dan, I actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
Going with Danielson wins, the shenanigans, obviously Callis family cost Ospreay the match. Could you see that being the source of Will Ospreay being Bryan Danielson's last ever match? Going like, hey, that first time we faced off, there were shenanigans. You and I need to have that one-on-one, and that could be like Bryan Danielson's send-off match.
Probably.
I like that with the interference thing. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot.
Because they've got to get him away from the Callis family somehow.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But, like, Swerve's been getting great reactions, and he was a heel until, like... And it's something that I've talked about a lot, is that AEW have an alignment problem. They don't have many dyed-in-the-wool baby faces.
Mm-hmm.
Even probably the one most natural dyed-in-the-wool baby face they had in Hangman, they turned heel in the whole Swerve Strickland story. Or they made
the thing we have is Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's super
Maybe Adam Copeland.
Mm-hmm.
In the men's
okay, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But when was the last time a bona fide face challenged for the world title? It was Hangman when he beat Kenny.
Yeah, that was it.
Will Ospreay is this natural face. People want to cheer for him. Yes, he's probably a better heel, but people are cheering him right now. Get him the fuck away from Don Callis, and this is how you do it. Or how you start it, should I
at least to start the process.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think you're right, and we'll definitely see the fall. If that happens, we'll definitely see this fallout come on Wednesday. He's going to come out and call them all out, and
heck, he's beat all of them.
Valid point. So you're right. I agree with that. That'll be a good way to get him away from the family, because that's what when he first showed up, it was like he was with the Callis family. We got him cheering. Everyone's cheering for him.
I didn't like that.
It was
like,
just
this feels wrong. Like he should not be with these guys. Like it's
the math was not math.
Yeah.
But at the time beforehand, where they were trying to put him in when he was just coming over from New Japan on those couple of one-off things, like it
honestly
worked.
I can see them sowing the seeds here and it building and building and building, and then when Mark Davis is healthy, Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher reforming Aussie Open, and then the three of them splitting from the Callis family again to make a United Empire faction in AEW.
Bring them back together.
Bring back Aussie Open, god damn it.
Yep, need them back. I dig it. Marcus, I think you're in the same position as us, or are you in the same position as Ben?
I think you mean talk to Michael, because you went to me third, and I
You're
clearly said
right.
Ospreay.
Hey, listen. I put the M and I didn't put the extra letter, so I had the right one. So that is on me. Shut up.
Is that
Marcus.
how Marcus scored so well at WrestleMania?
I think it was, because what I was doing was on those first couple of matches, I was literally putting M's, and then it hit me. I was just like, "Oh damn, I can't do that now. I can't do that anymore." So I had to start putting an A in there. So yes, Michael, let me come over to you.
Listen,
Don't worry, Michael, I got you. I'm not gonna leave you out.
I noticed you sound your pick.
No, I gave my pick. It was Ospreay.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so we're done.
We're on to the main event.
We're good. We're
We
good.
Go to the main event.
We're good.
We're on to the semi-main.
My my math is just not mathing right now. But let's go ahead.
It's okay. It's 11:40 at night. You know.
Hey, listen. I'm probably gonna go to sleep, but there's a part of me that I'm probably not gonna go to sleep when I get off of this. But wrapping the show up, we're gonna have the AEW World Championship between the champion Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland. Oh my God. Swerve has been on a roll. I know I'm gonna do this, and I'm probably gonna be 100% wrong.
Joe.
No, I'm not picking Joe. I'm picking Swerve. I am picking Swerve. I want it to happen. I do. I know it's not going to happen, but I want it to happen. This match, this should be an interesting match that we're going to have. These two are going to beat the ever-loving hell out of each other. But I feel like this match, I don't know. I haven't figured out which catalyst is going to be. There's going to be shenanigans in this match. I just don't have the finger on it just yet. I'm sure you guys will enlighten me a little bit. Sin, where are you at on this match?
Nah, Marcus, go.
Oh, you want Marcus?
Marcus, go.
All right, Marcus.
Whoa!
Nah. I want to hear what you guys say.
Whoa! Why you want to hear what I gotta say? What you mean?
Go.
What you mean?
Go.
Now that would be rude. We have guests. The guests can go first.
No,
you go.
No, Marcus, go.
Marcus, you've been outvoted. You are now number one or number two.
Wait. Hold on. Let me vote real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Marcus, I need you to go.
Okay. Thank you. So go.
I'm gonna go and Swerve.
You know how Marcus always does this thing where he votes the opposite of everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Just ask him first every time.
I thought about putting them on the spot each and single time for it. I was like, I got to change it up a little bit. But you know what?
If I can just ask, you don't have to, but the reason for your Swerve choice.
Because I'll be swerving when I drive.
You are
Okay.
seriously picking the winner of the AEW title based on a TikTok dance.
No, it's not 100% based off of the dance. The dance just enhances it. I don't know if that was the word to use. I don't know. Sin, who do you want to pick?
I'm picking Swerve. I do really want Swerve to level up, get his hands on the belt. I do feel like it's still a little too early and that Samoa Joe is going to take it. But I really want Swerve to win. And I do think Swerve winning right now and having that belt on him would be something in a positive note for AEW with some of the issues we've talked about where, hey, you have a first black champion, you know what I mean, in AEW. Like a positive spin on things instead of some of the negative stuff that comes up about AEW,
I just want to he gonna whoop somebody's ass.
They gonna whoop each other's ass. That's it. I'm a here for that. They both. Samoa Joe has learned me quite nicely in AEW that he whoops ass. Okay, so they're both gonna do that.
Joe is Joe no matter where he go.
Oh, Joe don't change. Joe is still that same guy. Like, listen, the only other reason why I would think, like, it's funny we talked about Hangman. Like, I don't know if this dude Hangman gonna have that animosity come cost this dude this match.
No, thank you. Because yes, shenanigans ensues. I fully expect, not lying, Hangman to come out and be a
Some
petty
cowboy
ass.
shit?
I fully
cowboy shit.
I fully expect him to screw over Swerve.
You thought he was done? Hey, listen, I want that to be done. I don't want that anymore right now. Maybe some place down the road, but yeah, but I can still see that happening though.
I can see that happening. But hey,
So, all right, that's 3 for Swerve so far. Ben,
I just realized that I think this is emblematic of AEW. I think we've called interference on like 90% of the matches so far.
that's an affirmative.
And it being AEW, I can see it happening. However,
Hey!
I think Hangman is going to interfere. And I think he's going to inadvertently hand Swerve the belt.
Oh my god! Oh my
Which is
god!
going to make him go even more.
Hangman will lose his
I'm not gonna lie.
cowboy shit.
I'm all for that too, because their storyline has been one of the best ones they had recently.
There is no better time to pull the trigger on putting the belt on a person like Swerve. Joe did his job. He got the belt off of MJF. He's reestablished a sort of
pseudo wins and losses.
Yeah.
Well, no, what I was trying to say is he's reestablished the sort of feeling you used to get from AEW main events, where it's more about the match than it is the storyline. It's why MJF doesn't really fit the AEW style. MJF is about the story, and then the match itself is still pretty good, right? But Joe has done the thing where the stories have been okay, but the matches have been excellent. And I think there is no better time to put the title on Swerve than at Dynasty. There are certain images that make wrestlers, right? There's the image of Stone Cold in the sharpshooter at WrestleMania passing out with blood gushing out of his head. There's that image of Becky Lynch just standing in the crowd with a busted nose and her just being like, I will fight all of you. That made the man. That image of Swerve Strickland bleeding, laughing at Samoa Joe and just signing the contract in his own blood. That is an image that makes a person if it is done right. Notice I said if it's done right. I don't necessarily trust them to do it.
I understand.
But the potential is there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. That image of just him laughing and Samoa Joe being like, I fucked up is
yeah, to get Joe to feel getting that position, it's like not many people have done that. Honestly, maybe a hand, like barely a one handful.
That match is gonna be fire.
Oh, these dudes are gonna try to kill each other.
That match is gonna fuck.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And you know what?
That's my version of saying that match is gonna be pretty good.
And listen, I'm gonna have to record. I'm gonna have to take the audio of that and just put that on the button and just push that every single time. Like whatever we don't have been here for some reason, that match is gonna fuck. Oh man, Michael, how would you like to wrap this one up?
I agree with the points of, this is the moment where it has to go on Swerve, but also I feel conflicted because I feel that Joe also hasn't had the belt that long too. Exactly. So I'm conflicted in that sense because it's like I'd like to see Joe go a little longer and get some maybe different challengers for the title, and really take the ranking system and make it actually mean something, because it still doesn't mean anything. Yeah. It's actually why CM Punk got rid of it in the first place, because it meant nothing. So part of me goes I want Joe to continue on and get some new challengers, but I mean, you gotta strike while the iron's hot, and you gotta go with Swerve.
If they don't pull the trigger on Swerve now, it will just be the E not pulling the trigger on Kofi Mania.
and not only that, but
Hey,
like,
for reasons, that is my reason that I chose Swerve Ben.
yeah, but like I mean, like
That's
Kofi.
fine. I was just saying that. I don't know, man. No, Prince Nana annoys the shit out of me. And I know he's supposed to, but he doesn't do it in a good way.
But the thing is that like you said, Kofi.
In a small counterpoint to your argument, Mike. Joe has had the title for 110 days, which is the 6th longest reign with it, behind MJF, Kenny, Moxley, Hangman, and Jericho. He had it longer than Punk had it.
Well, that was easy to do when he kept getting hurt.
Well, no, but Punk had one of them for like 87 days, one of them for the other one he had it for like 3 days when he got hurt. But like the point being, Joe's had a substantial run with this title. He's only like 70 odd days off Jericho. Jericho felt like he had the title forever.
That is true. Jericho's run did feel pretty long, but it was actually pretty decent.
How many defenses has Joe actually had of the title? Because we know he had a triple threat against Hangman and Swerve. Because I think that's part of the reason why I feel like it hasn't felt like very long, because I don't think he's defended it that much.
4 or 5. I'm trying to. I feel like it's in the ballpark of 4 or 5. I'm trying to think of.
He might have defended. No, he defended against Wardlow. I remember that now. So that's 2 defenses.
Oh, you got me thinking right now.
According to Cage Match, he's defended it 4 times. And he's also had a bunch of like 6-mans and tag matches and stuff. But it's something that the AEW does a lot, which is they treat their champion as a special attraction, right?
Yeah. So, but yeah, but at the end of the day, my pick is going to be Swerve, because you got to hit while the iron's hot. Because could you imagine if they didn't at WrestleMania 40 with Cody?
Oh my God!
Could you imagine if like Dynasty goes off the air with Swerve Strickland sitting in the ring next to a rubber chicken?
That would be funny.
No, it would not.
Yeah, it would.
Oh my God. Yeah, it would.
Oh my God! All right, well, that has been our prediction show for AEW Dynasty.
Can I throw one thing out real quick before we go into wrap up? So this was something that was thrown out 4 days ago. We just went over a card with all this talent that AEW has. It should be noted that AEW is currently running without Kenny Omega, Adam Page, Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, MJF, Darby Allin, Juice Robinson, Jack Perry, Ray Phoenix, Miro, Roosh, Adam Cole, and Mox just came back, so I can't really count him now. When these guys come back, how do you do these cards? Because a lot of people that are on these cards right now are going to get pushed off for a lot of these names that I just listed.
Right, but a lot of the people on these,
2, 3.
I mean, granted, some of them are more in support roles, like Jack Perry and Ray Phoenix and Juice Robinson. They're more like support roles. Like Wheeler Yuta's out injured right now. He's a support role for BCC. Like, where do you put a lot of these guys on the card when they come back healthy, especially for like Kenny Omega and Adam Page, or Britt Baker, and stuff like that?
Let's be honest, right? Let's be honest. We have a 12-match card that we're sitting on right now, probably expanded to 13 or 14 by the time Cleveland's done. And I don't know, top flight look at the Nasty Boys wrong. I don't know. And I would go so far as to say only 4 of these matches actually belong on a pay-per-view. So how do you do these cards when they come back? You actually put matches that are worth a fuck on your pay-per-view.
And not gonna lie, like even throwing some of them to come back in, I wouldn't mind seeing a few like more triple threat matches, like even the occasional fatal 4-way. Like I feel like with some of the names that they can bring back and do, they can have some good interactions, and some of them can just be injected into some of the current storyline, and I feel like it would make sense, but you have to make it make sense. Just don't put somebody in the middle of a story just to say I'm back, let's go.
Yeah, and let's be honest, like 3 of the names that I mentioned, Wheeler Yuta goes right into BCC in that support role. Juice Robinson support role, back into Bang Bang Gang, because as I think it was you, Marcus, who noted that like the only reason that Jay White's in the position he's in now is because Juice is out. So it's like obviously some of those support guys are going to help elevate some of the guys who had to kind of take a step back. But then when you get some of that main event talent back, that's when it gets really interesting.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, half the reason I want Swerve to win is because I want to see Swerve and Jay White wrestle for the title.
Woo! Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that will be a fucking incredible match.
I am all for it.
I joke about this, but I do not want it to be true. 100%. I want Jay White to be better. I want the AJ Styles to, as we now know, is going to be in the main event against Cody Rhodes. I want to see Finn Balor winning titles. I want to see Kenny Omega come back. I want to see Hangman come back. I want to see
you want them to be not only booked but perform how
they know they can.
Exactly. Like they have the talent, they have the skill set, they have the drive. It's just let them cook.
To quote my favorite movie of all time, they have the tools, they have the talent.
100%. So I'm waiting. I'm ready to see some of these names come back. Definitely.
Cheers to that, man. Cheers to that.
Cheers,
Marcus. I just want. Listen, there was a point in time where every wrestling promotion had a chance to take the whole Bullet Club thing and make this thing work all across the world.
I'm telling you, now that person is gone out of that company, because we don't need to bring up their name, and Paul is in charge, actually pull the fucking trigger and let it actually be Bullet Club.
Hey, but pause. I don't need it right now. Like the Judgment Day.
I'm not talking immediate. I'm saying let it build.
I mean, you are on the cusp of it, right? There's that tension bubbling under in the Judgment Day.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sim, this listen.
There's all we gotta do is Finn run into AJ backstage, and AJ just gives him the nod. No, not even that. Not even that. Just starts with and it slowly builds, right? Tama Tonga is now on SmackDown, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Where's Tongaloa at?
I said, hey, Sin, do you hear this, Sin?
I hear it. Oh, I hear it.
Don't go against the club.
Sin, we know you took over the bloodline recently, right? But I'm afraid I'm gonna need Tama Tonga and Tongaloa to maybe shoot some bullets.
I mean, not only that, but all you need to do is say at Backlash France, you have Finn Balor run into Gallows and Anderson and do a little embrace.
We'll figure it out.
And with NXT being in the mix for the draft, who knows what's gonna happen?
Who knows? Hey, we're gonna shift that. We're gonna bring that to the finisher because we had we started putting those bullet points. We put those bullet points in. So
when's the finisher? When's the finisher?
We're gonna do it. We need to record another one in a week. So we're gonna. You know what?
What if you did a mock draft?
we'll do the mock draft off of this. We're gonna wrap this. Like,
hey yo, listen to me.
Hey, listen, this has been your prediction show for AEW Dynasty. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hey, Michael, Ben, I want you to go ahead. I want you to close half of this out the way that you guys do, and then we're gonna close out our way. Go ahead and do it.
All right, so real quick, Ben, we doing the social media bit? No, okay.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. All right. Well, with that, Ben, take us out.
Okay. Mike usually does a bit of a preamble to this bit, where he talks about our social media. But we're not going to do that tonight. We've already been here for like nearly 2 hours, and it's
midnight.
It's midnight, and we've got a recording in a little while, and I need some sleep. So we will leave you, as we always do, with the words of the 16th president of these United States, Abraham Lincoln, by saying, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all those beyond that spectrum, be excellent to each other. Party on, my friends.
Marcus?
And just because your back is against the ropes doesn't mean you can't move forward.
And until next time, we'll see you ringside.
Peace.
Deuces.
That's all for now.
Loading snacks.